What's up? It's Jumanne. I'm emotional right now. I want this to be one of the last times, if not the last time, I speak on women, because I really don't have anything good to say based on my experience. And I'm just going based on how I feel and how I've been feeling throughout my life, my 31 years. I always perceive women as to be nurturers, and I'm starting to come to the realization and acceptance at this age that women are not nurturers. They only nurture children. It's men that are actually the nurturers, the one that provide and protect. And I'm not trying to, do the comparison men versus women, because, we have our flaws too. But me, I always perceive myself as a good guy. I respect women. I always wanted to be I am a protector, but I always wanted to be a provider. But because, financially, I haven't made the best decisions. I'm not in a position to provide. And because I'm not in a position to provide, that plays a big role in women not being interested in me. I'm speaking out of anger. I'm speaking out of frustration. I'm speaking out of pain. Women don't have. I don't see any value in women, as far as relationship wise. I'm in a bad position. People that know me know I'm not in the best position, not just financially, but mentally and emotionally too. I'm down bad, but I'm progressing and I am doing better. And I'm looking at my life. If I continue to progress and do better, I know there's going to be more women available to me. But at that point in time in my life, like when I am finally stable, financially, mentally, emotionally, what is a woman providing to me? What does a woman have to offer to me? I hate to say this, because as a man, like, I want to be a man and stand on my own. But I'm a human being, and as a human being with emotions, like, I always looked at women as nurturers, and the way that I valued women was, I felt like a woman can nurture me, especially when I'm down bad, not financially, but mentally and emotionally. I'm not like traditional when it comes to like women have to cook and clean. As a man, I don't have no problem with cleaning. I'm not really much of a cook, but I'll play whatever role that needs to be played in that relationship. I want to be definitely the provider and the protector as a man, but I just, I don't know, I'm kind of getting lost, because but the thing is, it's like I'm just convinced that I'm better off single, and I'm really not trying to like just be one of them people that have money and just like tricking off on women. But I think, like, I just have to control my hormones and my, the way I am, because it's like, as a man, I feel like I don't have a purpose right now. I'm living with no purpose. And a lot of times when you have men that don't have a purpose, they're going to find pleasure. And I don't want to be that guy. And I've been that guy for so long, because I've been having a hard time finding a purpose and just, being fully structured and focused on what I need to focus on. But I do believe that at some point in time, I'm eventually going to start doing a lot better and be a lot more secure. But it goes back to, like, what does a woman actually have to offer to me other than her physical appearance? Nothing. And that upsets me, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't know how to handle it. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be single, but I don't want to be, tolerated by a woman, because a lot of times, a guy like me that women have consistently turned down throughout my whole life, I'm only being tolerated. She's only going to accept me based on my social status and my financial status. So it's not really me that she's in love with or she's acceptant to. It's really based off what I could provide. And that just doesn't sit right with me. And that knowing that is going to cause me to lie, cheat, manipulate, because I feel like I'm being lied to. I don't see why she wouldn't cheat on me, and I feel like I'm being manipulated based on why she's even there in the first place. So just me being in my circumstances, down bad, it's like I don't expect a woman to deal with me at the age that I'm at and in the circumstances that I'm in. But it's like even prior, when I was 19, 20, 21, 22, before I was really down bad the way I am now, like, I prioritized women, and I should have never did that, but I did. But what I got to see was being the good guy doesn't get you anywhere. complimenting women and catering to them and putting them on a pedestal. That is like the wrong thing to do. You know, is essentially chasing women is what makes, first of all, she's running away if I'm chasing her. So the fact that I'm chasing her is already a problem in itself, but it doesn't work no matter how long I did it. Like, and you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to foresight my future. Like, what does my future consist of? My phone cut off from recording, but you know, I was kind of just being emotional. I was being emotional and just expressing how I feel about, you know, women. You know, it's just to the overall reason for me recording this was just to say, like, you know, I needed a woman. At least I felt like I needed a woman based off what I believe women to be, which I always believe women to be nurturing, but women are not nurturing. Women are selfish, and they expect to be catered to in a way that men, we just don't have that same expectation. But if it's needed, then it's needed, but it's not something that is going to be received. You know, me as an unconditional man, I'm not getting unconditional love and support from a woman, you know. And I'm not saying that there's women out there that don't do that. I'm just saying I've never experienced that. And by the time a woman is even gonna want to deal with me, I'm already gonna be in a position which is comfortable for her, which in my perspective, I'm only being tolerated by her, you know, because I have my flaws too as a person. Just because I'm a good guy, that doesn't mean that I don't have flaws. I clearly have flaws. So my phone cut off again. I had to delete some videos to make some space. I have storage in my phone. But anyways, yeah, clearly my lifestyle, my circumstances is completely understandable on why a woman wouldn't want to deal with me now. But the problems I'm dealing with now are problems I've been dealing with my whole life. So I don't see that as that's an excuse to me. You know what I mean? Now, if women just don't see me as attractive, that's fine too. I completely understand. I'm not the most physically attractive guy for multiple reasons. I'm not the tallest guy, just, you know, just not the cutest guy. That's understandable. But overall, again, me being someone that is very consistent with just continuing to push forward, even through all of the struggles. If I do get into a position where I'm financially stable and I'm mentally and emotionally stable as well, you know, women, where I'm speaking on from where I'm at now to where I might be in the future, the way I look at women isn't going to be the way that they look at themselves. Like, she will see herself as the prize, but she's not the prize to me at all. You know, she could be considered a trophy for she might be a trophy for me based off of the hard work that I put in and the success that I managed to accomplish, but that's not the prize. And that by definition, like, she's not the prize. She might be a prize. And if you understand what I'm saying, a lot of women, you're not gonna like that, but understand, where's your value? For a guy like me, you don't have any. So that's kind of why I just talk about just being single and just not having sex, and just because it's going to be problematic. And, you know, I don't want to be that guy that's mistreating women or not respecting women, because I felt like women never respected me. They never treated me properly, but they wanted to wait until I got money to do it. So that's just where I'm coming from with it. I understand I got a lot going on that nobody want to deal with. That's completely understandable, but there was never a time. I could have been better had a woman be there for me. I could have been better. I would have been better. It could have prevented a lot of this. You know what I mean? Just need a little bit of support, a little bit of love. But, you know, men are not loved unconditionally. So me being an unconditional man, I'm not trying to love or provide or protect a woman unconditionally. It's just not going to work for me.